exciting episode of ZoeTV. And today for ZoeTV, we thought we would get out of our confines of the building, out into our beautiful environment, and have some fun with my man Ross.
Absolutely.
My man Gerald. And as you can see, the coronavirus has taken a toll on all of us.
Man, I can't.
Beauty salons.
I can't even buy a haircut these days.
I can't get a haircut either.
Have you seen these nails? I mean, this is out of control. The Corona's got to go.
Corona's got to go.
It's too much.
And nothing less. I never knew I could grow a mullet.
Ah, well, look at my do.
I can't believe you have hair.
Yeah, I try to cut myself with scissors. Look.
I mean,
this is bad.
For some, the coronavirus has been a real problem. For others, it's been a beautiful transformation to what we're seeing today.
The real problem is to your left over there. Oh, that's out of control.
When we get walking on this walking path today, when that hair is moving in the wind, I think we're all going to experience something together.
Yes.
That's going to be like
it may lift them off the ground
for years to come. So we're excited to be outside. We're excited to be at the great, Glencroft Center for Modern Aging and feeling all of the energy that comes with sunlight and fresh air. And Ross, could there be a better place to be and work right now?
We tell them all the time to get up, get out, and get busy. And a day like today, not hard to do. This is it. This is it.
When you see the colors of the trees, and we all know summer's coming, it's going to get hot. Yeah. But right now, guys, it is, 80 degrees, 78 degrees. It's just perfect outside. We beg and implore you to feel what it's like to get outside. You'll just feel better, right, Gerald?
Yep.
It's one of those things we beg of you to experience what we're going to do today. So, Ross, as we open up and before we get into the reason we're outside, is there anything you want our residents to know going into this wonderful week?
Well, we've we're going to talk about the walking path today, obviously, but we have the scavenger hunt. It is up and running, and a lot of people are looking for staff. One lady thought it was actual staff hiding,
standing there and waiting,
standing still all day long for you to come by. Nope, not the case. They're 10 inches tall, okay, and this little metal cutouts of our staff members. Their heads for sure on top of different bodies. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, Johnny Medina's body is a dinosaur, okay? So those are around the common areas of campus. A lot of people are doing it already. They're having a great time looking, and we're not giving clues. Sorry, there's 12 of them. They're out there. Keep walking the paths, get outside, get some energy, get some sunlight, and look for the hidden staff members.
Very cool. I think that is a fun and exciting event that our residents have already caught me, and they, like you just said, hey, have you found yourself? Are you out there? I said, I'm not giving you a hint.
Right.
I know where I am, though. I found it.
Well, the good side is when you find all of them, you write down where you found them. You leave them alone. Don't touch them. Write down where you found them. Take that sheet and turn it in the concierge. We're going to do drawings later for prizes. So you got to find all 12.
Very cool. Well, you mentioned it. The goal of today's show is to really explain and get some foundation and context to what we're doing on the new walking path. We unveiled the walking path. We have so many sidewalks in so many areas around campus, being 40 acres large, that we can really explore and really get some mileage on these great days when we're kind of can't be together and we can't be all working out in groups, that we thought, hey, it would be a really cool concept to mark a trail and come up with strategies to reward you guys for participating and doing the walk. So what we've done is we created an amazing journal and an amazing trifold map that explains the 2 different routes that you could take here on campus, and it explains various markers and achievements you'll make along the way. So, 2 miles out, you got House Murphy's, which I know you know.
I do know House Murphy's. Very good place.
We love House
Schnitzel.
Murphy's. Schnitzel.
It's all about the
and
schnitzel.
I'm German. Heller's German. I know
Schnitzel.
I know House Murphy's real well.
Yes.
So House Murphy's is the first destination on the map. So it's 2 miles out. Each route is how far? 3/4 of a mile?
3/4 mile. There's a north trail and a south trail. 3/4 of a mile each one.
Okay, so to get to that 2-mile marker, House Murphy's, it would just take a couple times or so around that route, and you've already achieved our first step. When you go past House Murphy's, we have markers along the way: 7 miles, 10 miles, 20 miles, 100 miles, 270 miles is the ultimate destination in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yep.
Where whoever achieves that, we're going to throw them a big party.
Vegas party, baby.
Vegas
party,
baby. So we thought we would take you guys on a journey. We would go out on the tour. We would walk with you. We would show you a few of the destinations we're talking about. And Gerald, you excited to walk? You're going to walk with us, right?
Yes, I'm going to walk with you.
You gonna walk? You're not gonna out?
I'm actually running with you guys.
Wait, you gonna run? You're not a runner, man. You're gonna walk with us.
I'm in a walking mood. I'm not in a running mood. I'm in a walking mood.
The three of us will make sure we're keeping our boundaries and social distancing, and we are gonna walk the path. We look forward to you joining us on this and all that comes with this new Glencroft walking trail. Well, here we are.
Trailhead.
This is it.
Trailhead.
Where the journey begins.
The diamond on the ground lets you know where you are.
Diamond on the ground. We got red going this way. Look at this guy. I like it though. I love your energy, bro.
It's a walking trail.
Simmer down. Pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Energy. All right. So we got red.
South Trail.
We got blue.
North Trail.
Okay, and we got a nice little map.
Right.
Directing us here, and it has a nice little icon for north.
Yep.
Showing you that's our direction, right?
And we're right here behind Henry's. If you're kind of confused, we have the amphitheater and towers over here, and Henry's Cafe right there. So you guys know where the sidewalk is. This is where both trails begin and end. You start here, you work your way around, and you end here. That's one lap. That's 3/4 of a mile.
Okay. Now, what are you feeling? You're wearing blue. You want to go blue?
Let's go blue.
Let's go blue.
It's all about blue.
All about the blue. We got 2 blues. Let's go blue today.
Walking.
We're going to show off the blue course. Hey, baby, let's walk with us. Walk with us. Social distancing intact. Okay. Now, Ross, hey, how many times have you done this path?
Walking not once, but on a golf cart about 7 or 8 times.
Okay. So Gerald and I have been out here, and what's been fun is we've done this walking. We have seen a lot of our staff doing this.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen a lot of our residents already taking part in it. And I asked them, I say, how long is it taking you at an adequate pace to do this trail? And we're getting back anywhere between 14 and 16 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. So a good example of Kay Baker, who has walked this. She tries to walk 2 or 3 a day. She's getting about 14 minutes, and she gets it done.
Wow.
Gerald and I did it earlier, again, walking.
Right.
He got this thing done with me about 16 minutes, and that was at just a comfortable pace. So I think for our residents, what would you expect him? Maybe somewhere in that ballpark to 20.
I say 20.
20, I think, is a doable number. So if you're at home and you're like, man, I think I'm going to give this a try. That looks too fun to not try.
You know what the problem with the 20 is, though?
What?
You're going to see people. You're going to see stuff. If you live in the crossings or the towers and you don't go in the courts, you're going to see people planting flowers, see their gardens growing. You're going to see things up in here you've never seen before. And so it's really an adventure the first several times.
It's an adventure.
Meeting people, seeing things you haven't met or seen before.
I think you have to have a goal when you go out that morning, or if you do it in the afternoon, of I'm doing this as fast as I can, or I'm doing it for social.
Right.
That I'm going out with an agenda.
Well, while we're here, here's a key thing right here. Every turn has a double arrow.
Right here.
Every turn has a double arrow.
These are you're talking about right
Yep.
here. Okay. So this will be a good indicator.
Anytime there's a turn, there'll be a double. Singles are everywhere in straight direction, but if there is a turn, there's a double.
Got it. Turns are double.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
And sometimes, though, as you guys will see here soon, not all of the markers are on poles. There were some places where they have to be on the pavement, and that's where people are getting confused.
I got it.
And so we'll look around today.
Is there's a few little crossroads where I don't see these indicated on. We tell them, hey, look down. There's opportunities for you to get directed by little marks on the ground.
On the ground. They'll be blue or they'll be red. Yep.
Simple. How are you feeling? Are you keeping up? Are you keeping up with us? All right, man. If we're holding you up at all, Gerald. Huh? Where are you going? Are you trying to get by?
Trying to get by.
Oh, baby, no.
It's all you, Gerald.
Joe, we'll see you on the flip side, buddy. Look at him. Now, that's one way to do a walking trail.
I guess if I had a resident ask me, he says, hey, do we have to walk it? I was like, dude, if you don't have to walk, you can run it.
You know what? As long as you're safe. Social distance.
That's right.
I don't think anybody wants to get hurt, but if you feel like you want to get out and let your gait explore and open that thing up,
let it happen.
You get those fast twitch muscles firing.
Yeah.
We don't want to hold you back.
No.
Do it.
Right.
Do it, but like you just saw Gerald, he just bolted, right?
Yeah, he's got running legs, not walking legs.
He's got running legs.
Yes.
So tell me this: as you've gone out and done this path, and you're so invested in our residents and their activities and their, do you see a difference when they're out moving?
Oh man.
Good as opposed to this time
well,
that we're all in right now.
Think about it though. For this time that we're all in, it sounds crazy, but to survive the end time, you really need exercise because staying inside wears you out. It literally wears you out. And so to stay inside, you got to do both. You've got to do both. You got to have a balance. Otherwise, all of that inside time It'll make your brain melt.
You
Got to have exercise. Got to have sunshine.
Get endorphins
Yeah.
flowing, and you got to get that vitamin D on our bodies.
Yep.
And
Yep.
we can't stress it enough right now, guys. The weather is so good to be able to out. I mean, look at the trees that we're standing under. There's plenty of shade on the routes that we picked that you can come in and out of that sunlight and just enjoy this afternoon shade, or it can be in the morning. I mean, it's just a great path.
It is. It is. Really good. Well, I think just ahead is probably one of our first sets of turns, I think, here on the Blue Trail that people are struggling.
Yeah. That one back there, I'm glad you pointed that out, because I think that as we started that trail and they had that first cross in the road, to look for those double arrows.
Double, see right on the right? Double blue.
Right here.
We're heading this way.
Yeah, we're going right back up in here. That's really good.
This is one of the spots up here just ahead where you have to really, when you don't see the arrows on the pole, look at your feet. That's the rule, because as soon as you get up here, there's nothing to see up top. You got to start looking down. There's a blue arrow right here on the ground. It's hard. If you're not looking, you'll miss it. So here's the first.
Here's a good example, guys, of what we're talking about. Okay, this arrow right here. If you get to the point of you're like, I don't see the arrows. We've got it well marked, but oftentimes it's right on that ground, right in that.
On the ground. Yep.
Anybody see Gerald? Have you seen him?
I have no idea where he is.
Man, I don't know.
All I know is his legs, they started moving fast and he bolted.
This is kind of into a new era of trying to find Gerald. This walking path would be like it's like you hit staff.
Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo?
Where's Gerald?
Wait, there's Gerald right there. Gerald! Wait up, man. Come back.
He's already lapped us once.
Gerald, you breathing? You doing all right? You need water? Man, you need some water? Oh, yes. Yeah, baby. Where have you been?
Oh, man.
How far have you gone?
Going about 40 miles already.
40 miles.
Oh, my God, you like Forrest Gump, man.
Holy cow.
Right at Rock Springs Pie.
Ooh, you went to Rock Springs.
Oh, those pies are so good.
Oh, Gerald. What'd you have? What kind of pie, man?
Oh, man, I had sweet potato pie, I had apple pie, peach cobbler.
All Zoe Life approved, I'm sure.
All Zoe Life, right?
All work. Zoe Life.
Man, I'll tell you what, Gerald, anybody that hits that Rock Springs pie, what are we going to do for them? We're going to get them a pie.
Get him a pie.
All the way on that journal map. And you track all your miles. You get to Rock Springs, we're going to get you a pie. We're going to get them a pie.
We're going to get them a pie.
Get him a pie.
Ross, we're going to get them a pie.
They're going to get him a pie.
Nice Rock Springs
I
pie.
will volunteer.
Oh,
I will volunteer to go get the pies when needed. I will sacrifice. I will sacrifice. Yes.
Who are these crazy guys coming out of the woods?
Yeah.
All right,
All right, guys, I
guys.
gotta go.
Wait, you're going
I
again.
got to go again.
All right, man.
Haunted hamburger. Here he comes.
Baby.
Well, there was a double arrow on the side of the fire extinguisher box, and so we got to head this way.
Extinguisher, poles, lamps. Those are the kind of the markers they can. look for.
Anything we could find actually to get the markers out really good.
Very cool. One thing I really want to kind of talk about as we're doing this walk is kind of where we're going with this path and some of the cool ideas that we have for executing this path even to the next level down the road. And what I mean by that is, we've teamed up with the Arizona Cardinals to put into play a kind of interval training like a lot of people would see at their public neighborhood park, where we have very strategic plaques that are going to be made. It's going to show you knee marchers, a lot of the Zoe Life exercises that they do in the Performance Center, but out here on the
Right.
field, so that people can execute not only a walk, but that they can incorporate a lot of our fall prevention strategies along the way, and they can build up into kind of killing two birds with one stone. They can get their Zoe Life workout done, and they can get their walk done in log. I think that that's going to be a great deal, and the Arizona Cardinals has put up some money for us to be able to implement that plaque strategy, and I think that as we come out of COVID and kind of getting back to some sense of normalcy, I think that's going to be really
Well,
cool.
there's several green areas along the path that some of these workout stations can be placed.
That's right.
And
We're looking at one right here.
yeah, it's a perfect spot to put a couple stations.
I think if we had a couple stations right in here with a nice plaque and it shows us how to do some arches,
What
how to do some
stretches.
stretching,
Yep.
how to execute some cool workout pieces, I think that this could be an amazing platform.
There's several like this all along the
On both
course.
and north and south, right?
Right.
I'll tell you one thing I love about this path is you alluded to it earlier. Seeing all of the community
Yeah.
and all the various people and all of their, cool gardens and the way they decorate. I think
There's flowers. There's fruit trees.
These empty right here. I mean, this is like she's so
I know it.
good with all of her flowers and seeds, and
Yeah.
she's an avid walker. She's gonna be
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
leaders in the
She
clubhouse.
will. She'll lead the group. Well, there's just a lot of creativity. Every unit here has, their own flair, their own touch to it. And for people that live in the villas, the crossings, towers, they may never venture off into the courts.
That's right.
And they don't ever see this kind of world over here. So,
every
and
time
you
they're
might,
by there, like,
yeah.
"Look at these big trees. Look
I
at
know
this
it.
garden."
I know it.
That's what differentiates Quantico
Yeah.
from almost everybody else in the valley. Is our 40 acres, 50-year-old campus. We have
Yeah.
all these trees.
Big trees, too. Big trees. And two, they're so tight up in here and going down what I call the alleys between the courts is that you catch shade a lot of the day. Even though you'll be in the sun in the hot months, sometimes once you go down an alley, it's hard for the sun to get in there. It's that tight, so it'll be good. Another grassy area where workout stations can be.
See this right here? Guys, understand that even if we don't have our plaques made, a lot of you have spent the last 18 months learning exercises, learning how to use your body. You could come off this path right here and do your own little stretching routine, mimicking a lot of what we do in the Performance Center. These are the kind of things that, if you gain tools in your tool chest and know how to use your body, know what you're capable of, to utilize that on your own walk, I think it's amazing.
Oh, it's going to be good.
All right, so now, what do we got?
Double air to the left. Got to go this way. And this is one of those perfect examples of walking down what I call a little alley, is that the units are close together. You have large trees ahead. There's got shade will be in here a lot of the day. Early morning, late afternoon, this will be completely shaded.
I just love how oversimplified they are with so many markings so often.
Yep.
That you don't second guess yourself that I made the wrong turn.
Yeah. Okay, well, it just takes you a couple of minutes to look away, and then you look up and you're like, hey, I missed one. Well, there's 17 more in front of you.
That's right. What I think is going to be great, and it's going to make this program a success, is the journal entry portion of it, where you guys at home are going to be able to go to the Performance Center to pick up your journals. You're going to get registered with Gerald and our team down there, and we're going to keep track of you that way, so that when you enter a journal entry, or you can do it for the whole week and then bring it down, we're going to certify it. We're going to make sure that we vet the process, that you did do all those things. We're going to talk to you, and then we're going to log it ourselves, and we're going to track it in the Performance Center right outside, actually. We got a big board with all the mile markers set up, and so that we can maneuver people's names from, hey, at that 2-mile mark at House Murphy's, we got 20 names. That's fantastic. And then look at this. All of a sudden, now we got 10 at 7 miles. We got 15 at 10 miles, whatever it is. And we're going to move you guys through that process of attaining these mile marker achievements and showing you on a big board where everybody's at. I think that's a huge deal.
Where the journal is going to be available.
So journals are going to be made available in the Performance Center.
Pick up a journal, write your name inside of it, go to the trailhead, log you a lap on both. You write it down. That's one north trail, one south trail. That's 3/4 of a mile twice. That's 1.5 miles.
Right.
It'll take no time to get to Hoss Murphy's. It'll take no time to get to the Peoria Sports Complex.
So then we ask them, okay, at a weekend or wherever you get some on that page, bring it down. Let us sign off on it. Let us track it, like put it in our own log in our system.
Right.
So that we can have, the last thing you want is somebody to lose their journal and not know where I was at, right? So the accountability process of turning it in helps make sure if you guys lost your journal at home, hey, we already have it. We have it covered. We got you.
Right.
So I think that's important. But turning it in, getting Gerald and our team to sign off on it, get you on the board, it adds some fun. It adds
276 miles to Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Long way when you look at it like that, but when you break it down to a couple trips to the Peoria Sports Complex, make it all the way up to the Haunted Hamburger.
Yes, sir.
Next thing you know, you're going to break the triple digits.
That's right.
And then you get halfway there.
Well, and we try to put some fun markers on there that everybody knows, right? So we've got Herberger Theater. We've got Lowell Observatory. We've got, places, Arcasanti, where they do the wind chimes.
Oh, yeah.
Just places that are, they're tangible. Oh, man, I love that place. I went there, blah, blah, blah. And what we're trying to do is accrue some prizes and fun things along the way to kind of have as little rewards. But
I tell you what, whoever gets to the mile marker for the Haunted Hamburger first, once this COVID is lifted, I volunteer again to take them up there and get them a hamburger.
Woo! And you know who can drive it? Gerald.
Gerald. Gerald can drive the fun bus.
Certified
CDL?
bus.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Yes. So he's like, can I please drive the bus to whoever gets to those hamburgers?
You know, I think it just got voted in that the first group will take a whole busload. So like 10 people, the first 10 to make it to the haunted hamburger.
Ooh, would that be fun?
Yeah, it would be.
Have you been there?
I have. It is well done. It's good. It's a great place.
I love everything about that. All right, where are we at? Are we making another turn?
Making a turn right here.
Okay,
We got an arrow on the ground. Hello. And then we head down this way. Once again, if you get lost, you know, you don't see an arrow, look at your feet.
Right, and I think this is one, if you look down your feet and you make a turn, if you kind of get your bearings, you're going to see another one.
You will.
We're
You
going to
will.
make sure that you don't get lost out here. And you can see on boxes, on fire hydrants, whatnot. That's where you're
All
gonna see those
over the
numbers.
place. All over the place.
Absolutely. I wonder how Gerald's doing.
He's going to lap
Does
us
he
again
survive?
soon.
Is Gerald going to lap us again at some point?
I don't doubt it.
I mean, I don't feel like we're going slow. Are we going slow?
That's my pace.
We're moseying.
Turning to the right here.
Moseying a little bit. Okay. We're going to move around. Yeah. Very good.
Has a double arrow to the right on that pole.
Yeah, right there. So again, we're primarily in the shade right now.
Yes.
I mean,
Spots of sun, a lot of
I did
trees.
this earlier with Gerald, early in the morning. We had shade the whole time.
And under an orange tree right now. Look at this.
I mean, it's beautiful.
There's citrus trees everywhere around here. Everywhere.
Like you need nutrients, carry your water.
Carry your water. Grab some fruit along the
Grab
way.
some fruit along the way. If you made a lot of friends out here, they might even
Yeah.
throw you a bone and throw you some other hydrating things. But you can see we're already. How far do you think we've gone? I mean, we're in real time. How
We're
far-
doing good. I mean, we're definitely way over halfway.
So,
You know, and when we were putting this course out, we ran into so many people that they're already walkers, you know, and they said, well, my path is this or my path is that. But they were very excited about trying this path. And so we have 2 paths outlined right now. Doesn't mean in the future there may one day be a third path. Who
we're
knows?
talking about it, right? I
Could
think
be a third path, a fourth path.
when you have 40 acres to work with,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Got a
have
lot.
creative people on behind the scenes,
Yeah.
the possibilities are limitless.
Well, what I've always wanted to see is the early morning walking club,
Yes.
where once again we get past this COVID stuff. You got 15, 20 people all out there. Get the stretches on, make that happen, and then say, all right, we're doing the North Trail twice, the South Trail once, and we'll call it a day.
And that will definitely be the plan. We already had the wheels in motion to make that a real event.
Yeah.
Where we're going to have the Glencroft Walking Club.
Yep.
And it's going to be operational really soon, guys. And it's going to be led by staff, led by volunteers, led by people that just love to walk. And I think what an opportunity for some new resident to jump into a walking club to meet people.
Right.
To get exercise, to explore our campus.
Mhm.
Oh, that's where that is? Oh, that's where that is? I think that the walking club would generate a lot of feel-good framework around a new resident.
Well, you've already mentioned another word in your comment there, that staff. Staff found out about this, and they immediately jumped on it. And we've got staff now that are going out, you know, on their lunch break and hitting the trail and say, oh, you know, hey, I just did the South Trail. Hey, I just did the North Trail. So it's going to be good for the entire campus, you know.
What I really liked you guys did, too, was within these barriers for the parking is the blue or the red. I think that's important as you guys are walking around. Again, it's every so often so you don't feel lost. But these markers, guys, are everywhere. And I don't want to stress it enough that if you can't seem to find one and you get a little bit confused, look down.
Right.
There's generally, at that point, there's a marker on there.
Well, and also the good thing is once you do the course once or twice, it's going to be second nature. You'll know where to look.
Yep.
You know, we're making a turn now. There was a double arrow right behind us. There's a blue arrow on the ground right here. You know, up on the wall right here. There's a blue arrow right there. So we tried to lay down extra ones around key turns, especially if there was not a pole to put them on and things like that.
I think it's important to know that from leadership's perspective with John and everything that we're going through with COVID, everybody's trying to think outside the box.
Oh, gosh,
How
yeah.
to get the most bang for our buck with the residents and keep them engaged, keep them safe. But it's like the ice cream thing we did last week. It's one of those things that, I mean, we delivered ice cream. How many smiles did we see?
Oh, everybody.
Everybody. There wasn't
Yeah.
one that was upset. I mean, in fact, we got the music, we got the bell, we've got everything coming around. and we're delivering ice cream, tears were coming down.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like,
it was
"Man,
good.
It's just the little things like
Yeah.
that, right?"
Well, you hear that ice cream truck music playing, and it takes you back to when you were a kid, and you're grabbing a pocket full of change and running outside and hopping on your bike and figure exactly how far away it is. Can I catch it?
When we started planning that ice cream thing and we were listening to that music without actually pushing an ice cream cart, I thought I was going to shoot myself. This was after hearing it for 20 seconds.
I know
we did
it.
it for 3 hours. And I was
Yes.
like, I couldn't get enough of this music.
I know it.
Right?
It
When you're
was
actually in
good.
the process of doing it, and to watch our residents just engage with it, it's just been awesome. So
Yeah.
we're coming down to the final lap of the
This is the
Blue
end.
Trail. This is the end, and I got to tell you, I took our time.
Oh, yeah.
You were picking fruit. I mean, we did a lot of just
Got me a little
quality
snack.
activities
Yeah.
that I don't think, I know Gerald did it a 75, 85 times.
You know.
R1,
He's an Olympian.
but I think it's one of those things, guys, you can't do it wrong. You can do it fast. You can do it slow. You can do it casually with your friends. I
Hmm.
think it's one of those things that, you know what, you're getting sunlight, you're exploring. It's just one of those things that's just, it's an important piece of your day to keep you physically and mentally healthy.
Yeah, and that's so key right now because you said a minute ago, out of the box. I think we all feel like COVID is in the box, and so let's do whatever we can do to stay away from that. That means out of the box, getting outside, getting up, getting busy, scavenger hunt, walking trails, you name it, coming outside for ice cream. But this walking past
Oh, man, don't do that to me over here, Bill.
Nah, I'm overlapping you guys, man.
again,
Woo! How many times?
Oh, man. I'm going on 60 miles now.
60 miles.
I'm heading to Vegas.
Man, I tell you what.
Overachiever.
Getting right to the finish line.
Well,
All right, man, he's gone.
he'll
He's
get
gone.
60 miles in. We'll get one lap in.
That was very cool.
This is
All
my
right,
pace.
Man. Well, we're coming to the finish line up here. We'll any closing thoughts for these guys on this path?
Man, try it out. And you know what? Feedback is great because if people keep on struggling with certain turns along the trail, guess what? We'll come out. We'll put some smaller signs in, hammer in the ground. Whatever we got to do, we'll adjust it. And the more it's used, the more feedback we'll get. The more feedback we get, we know how to make it better.
What do they say about feedback? It's a gift.
It's a gift. We need
Feedback
it.
is a gift.
We'll take it.
So I think we have a very good first attempt at this. We're going to build on it with the signs, build on it with the prizes, the journals you can pick up at the Performance Center. They're there right now. You can come down and get them. The trail maps, the trifolds are slotted and ready for action. If you have any questions, you can grab any of us.
Yep.
We'll be more than happy to not only walk it with you, but walk you through the process and how you get your mile markers met and the prizes that we have and just the excitement that we're building and momentum we're building behind this walking path.
It'd be cool to have this shirt that says, I walk to Vegas.
Oh, my gosh.
276 miles.
That would be
Powered by
fantastic.
ZoeLife.
Absolutely.
And be like 85 years old. That's one. Not many people will have that shirt. That's a great shirt.
We're going to get that done.
Do it. Do it.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being on this walk with us. We hope you get out there soon, and we'll see you next time. Woo! Are you tired?
That was a journey.
that
was a journey.
I mean, I feel invigorated. Now, Gerald,
Yeah.
you're supposed to walk with us, man.
Man, that kid's got bionic legs over there.
Why would you
Lightning.
go and run and do the entire journal in one time?
That's right. I'm a former track and field star. I have to get out there and run.
I couldn't believe it.
And-
We were supposed to walk and talk
Yeah.
and enjoy social distance, and all of a sudden he bolts.
You
He comes
know,
back eating pie from.
some of us are just Olympians, others aren't.
So good.
Rock Springs Cafe pie. You can't
Rock
beat it.
Springs, how do you beat Rock Springs?
You
pie?
don't. Well, maybe a haunted hamburger.
Guys, I'm about to head for the next one.
You got it. Joe, going to Vegas. Joe. All right, man. We'll see you, though, Joe. Good job, buddy. Well, that was fun. I hope everybody takes advantage of what we've created here. I think it's an
good
opportunity
stuff.
to get you out of your confines, enjoy the trail, enjoy each other, stay safe, social distancing, wash those hands,
Absolutely.
stay clean, wear your mask, do everything we're imploring you to do, but at the same time, get out.
Get some
outside,
exercise.
Get some exercise.
Mhm.
So that way, when that summer comes and we're confined, we can reconvene in the inside safely and socially. Until next time on ZoeTV, we thank you.